135.3.
170 to leads now, tower 35-3, Air Canada 1037.
267, 210 off on the speed.
Information November.
Legion 481, Denver approach. Good afternoon. Plan visual approach, runway 17 right.
Thank you.
Control aircraft first, jamming in progress, vicinity Longman Airport from 17,500.
5896, so long.
Sky was 5962, reduced speed to 250 knots, then published speeds.
Speed 250 knots, then published skies. Class 4.
Sky was 5896, Denver approach. Good afternoon. Plan runway 17 right. Visual approach, RNAV is available if you want that instead.
Okay, we'll take the visual for 17 right, thanks. For Sky was 5896.
You can plan for it.
Thank you. Right, 145, direct enable Joe Bob.
Peak 776, it's going to maintain 7,000.
Going down to 7,000, 776.
300 knots or greater, expect visual approach runway 17 right.
Alright, just delete the speed 300 or greater and expect visual 17 right, Sky was 4712.
Altimeter 3030.
Roger that, 3030, yeah, there's a little bit of an upwave, we're trying to descend right now, Molly 4.
West parallel.
Air 170 at your leads, United 269.
United 2121, company traffic ahead to your left, about 5 miles, 9,300, 737 on the east parallel.
Roger.
Your descent, if you could turn northbound, that would be better.
This man will make a northbound turn for a descent pattern, so no worries, Molly 4.
Molly 4, thanks. Commuter 4239, contact over approach on 120.8. Southwest 549, maintain 280 knots for greater, still advised.
280 knots for greater, Southwest 549.
267.
2121, 170 knots for greater, stretching tower now 135.3.
Tower 170 better jet, so long, 2121.
2151, heading 145 on altitude, direct Joe Bob, advise the field off your right, 8 miles.
Heading 145, field to say United 2151.
2151, cross Joe Bob, out above 10,000, so there's approach runway 16 left, maintain present speed.
Joe Bob, batter above 10,000, present speed, cleared visual, 16 left, United 2151.
Number approach, guys, 5962, 13,500, is going to be the ski, 16 right.
Got 5962, then press out to sign visual 16 right.
From visual 16 right, guys.
776, no delay, and descent to 7,000, base turn about 2 miles.
Alright, we're picking up the speed down to 7,000. 776.
Alright, 5640, maintain 170 knots to lead, traffic off your east, joining the parallel, contact tower now 135.3.
170 knots lead, good night, Sky 640.
12-3 for 1000.
Air Transport 3386, heavy Denver approach. Good morning, flighting 250, vectors runway 17 right, a visual approach, descend and maintain 1000.
Heading 250 down to 1000 or transport 3386 heavy. Sky 5602 Denver approach, reduce speed to 250 knots, then publish speed, expect visual approach runway 17 right.
Visual 17 right, phone to 250 now, and then publish speed, Sky 5602.
Me.
11,400 descending via the Flight 3 landing south.
United 611 Denver approach, thank you. Fly heading 110, vectors runway 16 left, visual approach, descend and maintain 13,000.
Heading 110, descend and maintain 13,000, United 611.
41 left turn heading 260.
260, Legion 41, get the airport, descend the southwest, up our left,
Thanks very much. One more turn behind them in just a second. Sky was 5896, traffic off your left-hand side, a mile and a half climbing out eastbound off Denver, Southwest 73, they'll stop below you at 10.
Roger, thanks. 5896.
Sir, commuter 4239, descend and maintain 9,000.
9,000, commuter 4239. Sorry, there you go, heading to speed.
AO.
Okay, thanks.
5264.
And climb and maintain 1000. 3, maintain 170 knots to lead. Contact tower at least 135.3.
170 no lead, contact tower at least
2151, maintain 170 knots to lead.
170 to lead, United 2151.
16 miles.
Do have the field inside 776.
776, right turn heading 145, join final collision approach, runway 16 right. You'll be joining a beam and Airbus on the east parallel.
145 clear studio approach for 16 right is where we are looking out for that traffic.
5962, send to maintain 8,000.
Maintain 8,000, guys.
2151 traffic ahead to your right. The plot of 7,000 joining the west side left.
We're looking at 2151.
And approach guys 6664, we got Mike, sorry, we got November descending by the T-3.
Okay, that's 5664, down approach ready.
Southwest 4036, contact approach 120.8.
20.8, take care.
Skywest 5264, reduce speed to 250 knots and publish speeds.
250 now, then publish, Skywest 5264.
And another 10 degrees to the right, descend and maintain 10,000.
10 right, 10,000, United 611.
5896, heading 260.
Left turn 260, guys, 5896.
41, maintain 170 knots to Joule, over Joule, connect tower 133.3, have a nice day.
480, and we have Oscar.
Southwest 2552, reduce speed to 250 knots and publish speeds.
So 250 knots and public speed, Southwest 2552.
November 994 Kilo Delta, Denver approach.
Approach 120.8.
Flex 538.
Contacting tower.
Skywest 5962, turn right heading of 080, descend to maintain 7,000, tight turn if you can, please.
080 down to 7,000, keep it tight, Skywest. They're told 250 till advised.
Flex jet 538, Denver approach, good afternoon. Fly heading of 100, vectors runway 17 right visual, descend to maintain 13,000.
Down to 13,000, 100 on the heading, Flex 538.
Skywest 5896, field left hand side, 10 miles, turn left heading 200.
Left 200, field inside, guys, 5896.
Skywest 5896, thanks, heading 200 to join the final, clear visual approach 217 right.
20 to join, clear the visual, 17 right, guys, 5896.
Air transport 3386 heavy, heading 220, descend to maintain 7,000.
Heading 220 down to 7,000, air transport 3386 heavy.
United 611, heading 145, join the 16 left localizer.
Heading 145, join the 16 left localizer, United 611.
49, contact approach 120.8.
Approach runway 16 right.
Visual 316 right, and we have Oscar commander 4301.
Approach. Approach below United 2408, 25.1, descending via the ski with November. Sounds like we're going to get Oscar here shortly.
Hey guys. Alrighty. Doing a PilotEdge flight. Heading to Telluride. We got custom scenery for both our departure Eagle and Telluride. So this is our route. Not much weather. It is cloudy. So it would have been IFR anyway, but we're going up to level 240, and anything above 180 requires radar IFR services anyway, so we're IFR no matter what. So we're going to do it's a pretty fun departure. It's the Beaver 1 departure. So I've already calculated the takeoff minimums to 10,200. So I know that this requires 150 knots across the ground is rounding up 2,000 feet per minute until we reach 10.2. So we'll be reaching 71 and then we'll go direct to Cooper. Then the next altitude restriction is 13.1 at Apris. Below 225, no problem there. And then on to and we have to be above 13.7 at Gorman and on the sprocket. Transition. Top altitude 15,000. And then to the straight down here to the cones VOR. And I'll brief the approach when we get closer. Eagles weather, wind is pretty much down the runway. Low wind, no cloud. And Telluride. Low wind, no cloud. So here's Eagle. A little bit of weather. Once you get down here to Telluride, it is clear. A little chilly, about 40s. And you can see it's cloudy. Broken at 11, top is 190. So we'll get above these clouds since the tops are 190. Yeah, the yellow is 190, so we'll be above most of these clouds, and then down here is clear skies anyway. There's some icing. Looks to be about 12,000. We'll have to keep an eye on icing in the mid-teens. So just have to worry about icing for this Beaver 1 departure, flight level 240. Block fuel 4021. That's with no alternate. So actually, let's make Denver an alternate. We don't have enough fuel. Let's see here, takeoff weight. So we got 5886. So we are under our max, so we're good there. And we're good there. Okay. So you're looking at 30, 32. That's with information X-ray, and they're departing 25. The SID is runway specific anyway, so 190 at 5. This will be a little bit of right crosswind coming in. Go ahead and file the IFR. There's no CBDLC at Eagle. Denver's our alternate. That looks good. Except I want to make this RVSM. And we'll do file. closing out Firefox. That way I'm not using all those tabs. It's amazing how much memory that uses. So as you can see, there's cloudy in our departure area. So if that's the area we have to look out for ice. All right, let's hop in here and get things powered up. Let's go with 68 passengers. Cargo's fine. The airtime is probably like 40 minutes. All right, so we'll do 45, 50 minutes or so. Do 55. And our fuel is 5886. We're going 68, 1,700 pounds of cargo. Ramp weight is 59, so we are definitely good there. Got 11,358 pounds of passengers. Bunch of fatty patties, right? All right, confirm load. We'll start the loading process. Passengers are boarding. Here comes the fueler. The fuel door should open here in a second. And then they'll add the hose. It's all animated. It's all timed out, pretty cool. All right. I like fuel and loading at the same time. Makes it a little bit quicker. I would imagine in real life you can't do that. Probably have to fuel first and then load. Come back here and get our mascot. There's our mascot. We are at 6541 elevation. we are at 7. So as long as we are close to this GPS position, 39, 38, 5, yep, 106, 54, 7. Go ahead and accept that. Let's go ahead and remove the ground power unit. We have a APU load. Let's remove that. Makes it a little bit less noisy. Environment is on. It shows 12475, so I'm still gonna, it says when tower in op, so I'll still use that. This is the frequency I've used for clearances before. So we dial in 57, get ATIS.
Clear 3032, arriving and departing runway 25. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray. Eagle County Regional Airport, ATIS information X-ray, 1756 Zulu. Wind 270 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 8. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3032. Arriving and parting runway 25. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray.
Squawk 3660 and hold for release.
See the squawk again.
Elevation 65, 41, so we're within 70, so we're good there.
Okay, cleared.
It's actually 30, 31.
Okay, cleared to Yellowstone via the Snako 3 departure transition at Wooden. Climb maintain 13,000. Departure frequency 133.25, squawk 3660.
Number 2 Kilo Echo, read back correct, hold for release, call me back, show the runway first and ready.
And we'll hold 2 Kilo Echo.
Number 7 Juliet Mike, contact Aspen Tower 118.85.
1885 for 297 Juliet
Everybody's
Mike.
flying to Denver area because it's nice weather finally. It's been very, very windy.
Dallas Center, Sky High
in the last
691.
week or so.
IFR to Friday Harbor.
Aspen Tower, Pilatus November 297 Juliet Mike, 10,600 on the local DME Echo.
Virginia 7 Juliet Mike, Aspen Tower, straight in runway 15, clear to land, wind calm.
Clear to land 15, 297 Juliet Mike.
This other guy get his clearance
Sky
first.
691, Seattle Center, cleared to Friday Harbor Airport, water 7 departure, water direct, climb and maintain 7,000. Departure with center 126.6, squawk 3664, hold for release.
Clear to Friday Harbor, water 7, water direct, 7,000, 126.6, squawk 3664 and hold for release, Sky High 691.
Sky High 691, read back correct. Call back short of the runway, first in line and ready.
We'll go Sky High 691.
Good afternoon, Eagle clearance, United 1399, terminal with X-ray, IFR, Telluride.
United 1399, Eagle clearance, clear to Telluride Airport, Beaver 1 departure, sparked, transition, and is filed, climb via SID. Departure Denver Center, 120.47, squawk 6004.
Cleared to Telluride via Beaver 1 departure, spark transition, then is filed. Climb via the SID. Departure 120.47, squawk 6004, United 1399.
United 1399, read back correct.
Okay. We got our clearance as filed, so let me switch to ground, just 0.8, towers 19.8. And we'll punch in a flight plan, just real easy peasy.
Number 7, Juliet Mike, Alpha departing this frequency. Have a good day.
To flight plan,
Alpha departing this frequency. Good day, 297 Juliet Mike.
menu, depart, number 2 for 25. Beaver 1, number 2, sparked 3, flight plan. Next. I think it's a straight shot to ETL. So we'll do ETL, accept, and we'll do Telluride, accept. And ETL, so we have a top of descent, since there's no altitudes on any of these waypoints. Go with the approach that I'll brief later. Cones VOR requires 13,000 for cones, so ETL is cones VOR, so I'm just going to do, that'll give us a descent path to meet that restriction. All right, and winds. Go with sparked, so we'll say menu next, wind. Let's say sparked is 320, 47, go fuel, 0 fuel weight, just 53, 593.
Seattle Center, Sky High 691, holding short runway 26, ready for IFR release.
4, 59467.
Sky 691, Seattle Center, release for departure, clearance void if not out by 1842 Zulu, time now, 1836. If not for the next 6 minutes, call back within 10 minutes from now with your intentions. For exchange approved.
Time now 36, off within 10, or off by 42. If not off within 10, advise of intentions, clear to CTAF, Sky High 691.
Ghost Pilot, what's up, buddy? Greetings from your still dreary and wet Portland. Had a visit from the El Presidente the other day. Got a couple shots. Air Force One. Oh, sweet.
Alex Aaron Baron 552 Kilo Echo at the Twin Falls at the terminal, ready to taxi 08.
Number 2 Kilo Echo, Twin Falls is non-tower.
You don't have a link, do you? That'd be kind of cool.
When you're short of the one
You can
runway,
get like
first
you can upload it to something to where you can put it on a link.
We'll call ready.
That's pretty fun. All right. I know we have to close the hatch, so let's close that. Yeah, I figured today, since Denver is, Colorado, it's a little bit cloudy, but the winds aren't crazy. The winds have been just nuts around this area for the past week. I haven't done any flying in the Denver area in a while. All the breakers are good. We need V-speeds. I'll see what I can do. Cool. Yeah. No rush. No biggie if you don't get around to it. It's still pretty cool though. Alright, let me open up this app so we can have precise takeoff performance here. So let me zoom in. And then I'll put in this data. So takeoff weight 53, 593, return, takeoff fuel 5862. Calculate 59455, so that's right. Takeoff, flaps 10. We are at Eagle, and we're doing runway 25 out to departure elevation 6548, heading 262, load METAR, show results. Alright. So 123, 123, 123. 34, probably 50, yeah, 54. So we're going to rotate 123. It's all 123.
Sky 691, Seattle Center, ident.
And I did the math for the climb minimums out of here, which is I need a minimum climb rate,
straight our contact,
740
east of the Port Angeles Airport, altimeter 3008.
Per nautical mile to 10,200. So I did that calculation. So 150 knots, we have to be at least 2,000 feet per minute. And then that will clear us for that. I learned that lesson on our departure out of Reno. I think, yeah, it was Reno. I went to FMS and we're cleared up to 15 because he said climb via the SID.
Bozeman Tower, Belanca 8812 Victor, about 10 miles northwest, inbound to land with Quebec, I think it was.
Do I need to push back? Yeah, probably.
Number 8812 Victor, Bozeman Tower, from the northwest, straight in runway 12, report a 4-mile final.
Straight in 12, report 4 miles, 12 Victor.
So we're going to push to the left, I guess.
Sky 691.
This is all non-movement.
From the Friday Harbor NDB.
Grounded cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready. Grounded cockpit, toes driving up.
Sky 691, turn left, heading 020, vectors for the Friday Harbor
Feather. Do some checks while this pushback dude's coming up.
Sky 691, roger. I have your request then, and advise when you have the weather.
We'll get a pass here in a moment. There you go, we got passed. Doors.
Okay. All doors, hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
691, cross water at 7,000, clear the
full.
NDB, runway 34 approach.
We'll get our TCAS set up. Click that, expand.
Switching strap adapter in position. Release the parking brake when you're ready to start the pushback.
TARA. Back in 604. 604. Press and hold. On altitude. Landing field elevation is 9,000.
Bozeman Tower,
pushback.
12
Go ahead,
Victor,
start the
4 mile
engines.
final, runway 12, Bozeman.
Just do, let me see.
12 Victor, wind calm, runway 12, clear to land.
Right about there.
Clear to land, 12, 12 Victor.
Start engine 1.
Operation complete. Set the parking brake. Disconnecting tows. Stand by.
Center Baron 552 Kilo Echo holding short runway 08 with X-ray, ready for departure.
Turn off the APU.
Number 552 Kilo Echo, Salt Lake City Center, release for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1852 Zulu, time now
Tows disconnected.
1846.
Bypass pin's been removed.
Off the
Hand
next 6
signal on the
minutes, call
left.
back
She's
within
all yours,
10 minutes
Captain.
from now with your intentions. Frequency changes approved.
The
Okay,
AC lights
clear
to
for takeoff and
extinguish.
not off within 6 minutes. Call you back. We are ready to depart now. Clear for takeoff, runway 08, 2 Kilo Echo.
I cannot clear you for takeoff at the non-towered field.
Poor guy's like, well, how do I get off the ground then? Some controllers go a little bit extra and explain things. All right. Oh, let me check that link. I see you took pictures of Q4 also.
Bozeman ground, 8812 Victor, clear the runway. Request taxi to the back hangars.
12 Victor,
Wow.
exiting your runway, you can't change to the
How
tower
did you
frequency
know
unless
that
you're
he
told
was
to
coming
change.
in?
You stay
Like,
on my frequency for now, and you're going to the hangars off of Hotel.
were you
or
watching
which
like
are you headed?
Sky
hangars are up off
Flight Aware
Hotel
or
back
something?
there.
Very good. 12 Victor Alpha, and then a right turn Hotel to parking.
Alpha Hotel to parking, 12 Victor.
That's really cool. The big guy in Portland. Where did he park? Do you know what ramp he parked at? Of course, that's what we're in right now. Very nice. Do bus tie off. Got flight control, rudder, all that is good. Flaps 10. Window 8. Might have to worry about icing in a little bit. Do power steering. Power steering. Nose wheel steering. I'll do yaw damper, taxi light, and I'll set heading 260. Okay, I'm going to brief this departure again before we get our taxi, and we'll get our ATIS as well. 7 Lima Yankee, how you doing there? Bummed that I couldn't make it to the flight yesterday. Yeah, there was 3 of us that showed up, so you did miss out. It was actually a good time. Like, it was the first time I actually made a poker run out of it, you know. It was just like a gentleman's bet type of thing. We didn't, I didn't do the gift card because there's only like the people I fly with all the time, Will and Das, were the ones that showed up. So we just did like a poker hand just for bragging rights. And out of the 3 of us, Das won the poker hand with the worst hand you could possibly get. He won it with a pair of 2s. Like, that's how bad all of our poker hands were. It was crazy, but it was fun. So the people that weren't around yesterday, that we were doing San Juan Adventure, and we landed at more than 5 fields, but we had 5 fields that I chose to draw a card. So it was a lot of fun. A little bush flying and add a little poker element to it. Makes it fun. Coast Pilot says, it was announced and I have my trusty airband radio. Oh, okay. Oh, the National Guard ramp. Oh, I'm going to have to... Where is the National Guard ramp? But yeah, John, 7 Lima Yankee, we had a great time. So Aang is Air National Guard, so I guess he parked either here or here. That's so cool. You don't really think about the president going out to the West Coast that often, unless he's, politicking for a campaign or something, but usually you just hear him in the east side of the country. Very cool. Alright, departure Beaver 1, Sprocket. Alright. I know the climb rate, we have to do 150 knots, 2,000 feet per minute until we get to 10.2, which is... Yeah, it's right here. Climb rate, 740 per nautical mile to 10.2. There's a formula that you can use to get the vertical speed. So that's how I picked that up. And then 7,100, we can go direct to copper. So I'm going to be heading mode 206 till we get 7,100, and then I'll go nav mode to copper. Then we got to be above 13.1, max 225, no problem there. Above 13.7 at Gorman. And top altitude, since he said climb via, is 15,000, which I already set at altitude select, so we don't bust that restriction. And he didn't give us actually he did give us a departure frequency, so we're good. So this 150 knots to make the climb rate. So there's a formula that I use, but I didn't even know that was there. God, that would have saved me a little bit of 5 minutes of math. So I rounded it up. I came up with like 1900 something for my math. So 2,000 feet per minute at 150 knots, which I'm just going to set 150 IIS. So that will definitely get us to 10.2. All right, cool. So that is our departure. Now we need to grab ATIS.
270 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 8. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3032. Arriving and departing runway 25. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray. Yes, sir.
Still X-ray. All right, engine looks fine. Fuel system is even. Flaps are set. Hydro is all good. Generators are good. Flight plan is in. TCAS is TARA. I have it set for above. ATIS, I already got. Altimeters are checked. And request taxi with X-ray. And we're on Eagle Ground. Eagle Ground, United 1399 at the terminal, current with X-ray, ready to taxi.
At 1399 Eagle Ground, runway 25, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 25 via Alpha, United 1399. Alright, let's go. Bell Valley. This is an awesome scenery. I was so happy when this scenery came out. Immediately bought it. Pretty much filled in all my Denver airports that I use. I use Denver, Eagle, Aspen, Telluride. Those are my main airports in the Colorado area. Now I got them all. And Coast Pilot says that was a shot of the club, was out of the coast about a month ago. No idea who it was, but fun to watch. Yeah. And 7 Lima Yankee, you never see presidents in Alaska too often either. Yeah, right? It's too cold for that. Alright, we'll get our pitot static. All that is fine. Turn on our boost pumps, and auto feather is armed. We'll do a takeoff config check here in a moment. Trim is set, takeoff range free and clear. Do packs off for takeoff, props max. Switch to tower and departure. Denver Center is 120.47. I got that set, and we'll do landing lights, strobes. Packs are off, flaps are set, props max, altitude select, vertical speed 2,000 feet per minute. We'll go IAS at 150.
Okay, 691, no traffic observed between you and your destination.
Takeoff
Report
config.
cancellation of IFR, Mr. Approach Airborne this frequency.
No
Cancel on the ground
lights.
within 5 minutes of landing on 122.2.
All good. And we're ready to go. We'll chime the cabin. All right. Takeoff checklist. And I'm at 2.5. I need to be 2,000 to 10.2. I'm gonna have this chart open, and I'm holding short 2.5. Eagle Tower, United 1399, holding short 2.5.
United 1399, Eagle Tower, away 25, cleared for takeoff.
2.5, cleared for takeoff, United 1399. Let's race this train. We're gonna race the train. Clear right. Got some clouds and icing that we have to look out for also. As I briefed in the beginning of the stream, there was a little bit of icing in that area. Give the train a head start. All right. Catching up to the train. Looking for a rotation speed 123 knots. Train doesn't have a chance. I should probably pay attention to what's out in front of me though. Alright, V1 rotate. And we got positive right gear coming up.
Terrain.
Do heading mode. I'm going to do IAS mode. Actually, we can do heading mode and vertical speed 2,000.
Terrain.
United 1399, contact Denver Center.
Over to Denver Center, United 1399. God, I always mess that up. Got ahead of myself. All right. Denver Center, United 1399, climbing via the Beaver 1, leaving 8,200.
United 1399, Denver Center, radar contact. Okay, 691, IFR cancellation received. Good day.
Back up to props, and for pressurization, we'll turn the bleeds back on. And we'll go IAS mode now, 170. Gears up, flaps are up. I had mashed the heading, but I had it on wing level instead of heading. That's why I'd continued the left turn by accident initially. But It's alright, looks like we're gonna climb above any icing issues, but I monitor icing here. So we're at 10-2, we can turn off those lights.
Walker 426, San Jose clearance, clear to Fresno Airport, radar vector is Vinco, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000, expect 1000 within 10 minutes. NorCal departure 121.3, squawk 4424.
Alright, so we gotta be above 13.1 at Apes, Apris, whatever. Yeah, 13.1 and then 13.7 at Gorman. Let's sync up the heading bug close to where we're going. If I was more like in between here. I was still within the climb rate. I just went a little bit too far left. That was the only thing I messed up on that one. This plane is notorious for me messing up left and right. Alright, we've met both of those altitude restrictions now, so since we're above 13.7, which is the Gorman, we can increase our IIS to 200, coming up to our top altitude anyway, which is 15,000.
1399, climb and maintain, flight level 240.
Gonna maintain flight level 240, United 1399. Alright, so we'll bring this up to 240. Let's go back to vertical speed. .24 altitude select. We're on vertical speed until we bring it back down to about 190 is fine. So we'll stick at 190. And we're high enough now. We can turn off all that. Do some noise reduction, put the windshield wipers in the up position, and it actually does cancel out some noise. Open up these, which will turn on the intake heaters. Any moment now. There they go. It's done by air temperature, so the heaters won't turn on until it meets a certain temperature range. Looks like we're -12. You'd have to read the manual to know what temperature it is, but when you get high enough, they'll turn on. What's up, Des? Someone forgot to paint your sky blue? Yeah, they forgot. The icing was supposed to be around 15,000, but I didn't experience any, so. But I was ready for it. We got all this icing stuff here. It looks like a Portland sky. Yeah. Yeah, it's just over this area though. Like most of the flight's going to be cloudless, so we're going to have a nice view. I got ortho scenery for all this route down the mountains. I don't know if you were here when I told you about your winnings, Das, yesterday with our poker run. Won with a pair of twos. I don't think I've ever seen that before, winning with a pair of 2s. Alright, we're going to go standard, so change that to standard pressure 2992. And I'll just leave that one standby the way it is. That's fine.
Walker 426, San Jose ground information Alpha current, altimeter 3006, runway 30 left at Bravo, taxi via Victor, Golf, Whiskey, Bravo.
Kevin is climbing.
Yeah, 1399 is direct. The cones VR.
Clear direct cones VOR, United 1399. Alright, so let's go heading, and we'll do heading mode. Go left 2 cones. Get it lined up with cones, and then we'll do direct 2, number 8, enter, VNAV, and now we're direct 2 cones. I didn't think it was going to be this cloudy. I knew it was going to be, actually, I guess that's not true. I do remember the briefing a little earlier had a bunch of clouds, but I think it does clear up by the time you get to Telluride area. We'll take a look at the cloud weather again here in a moment. Let me increase my speed to 200. We got 4,000 feet to go, and we'll take a look at the clouds. So that's icing. So that was a little bit of icing. The clouds is mostly up here where we are. So I think it's going to clear out. Just a few at 16,000 in the Telluride area. That's coverage. The tops is 180. Few at 16. Yeah, so that worked. Should be okay. Turn the seatbelts off. And we'll set that to perf. Give us an estimated time arrival, or ETE rather. And we'll reset our TCAS here for normal instead of above. So we got TARA for TCAS. Might get another frequency change here in a little bit. climbing at 600 feet per minute at these altitudes. I could increase that by lowering my speed, but that's all right. Engine is all good. Fuel is even. Set landing flaps 15 for ground proximity warning system, so we don't get alerts for landing flaps 15, which is 3 notches. Do flaps 35 for steep approaches or a super short runway.
United 1399, contact Denver Center 118.57.
Denver Center 118.57, United 1399. 118.57, so we'll switch that over. I'm using a radio panel, that's why it doesn't show the standby. Denver Center, United 1399, flight level 231, climbing 240.
United 1399, Denver Center, roger.
To make sure we stop at flight level 240. We're high enough now, we'll go to 850 mode, which is what I usually do at
426 San Jose
cruise.
Tower, fly
It
runway 30
increases your
Bravo,
torque, lowers your RPM to 850. And let me see here, 7 Lima Yankee, have you dabbled around with MSFS lately? No, actually I've been waiting till, I think tomorrow, they're going to have the next sim update, sim 9, I think. So I usually don't download on the same day, so I probably won't even mess with Microsoft Flight Sim, honestly, for like a few days, just to see if they have to push out like a hot fix or something. I would say by this weekend, I'll be flying it again. Once I like to review the forums and such, because with that sim, like they force you to download the update. You don't have an option. That's one of my biggest gripes with that sim. But I am looking forward to that PMDG, and I think that the PMDG will probably release their 737-7 once it's been proven stable enough with Sim Update 9. So I suspect within, and it's just me talking, within the next 2 weeks that PMDG will probably release their product to the masses. That's just my opinion. I have no idea if that's the case or not. I certainly did not read that anywhere. But I'm looking forward to it. The MD-11 is getting a lot closer to what I would consider an $85 product, but it's not quite there yet, so I'm still kind of like holding off on that till I can see what the PMDG 737 has to offer. So then I'll look at both planes, and like I always do, I'll go with the one that I think will be the best fit for me at that time. Which right now I'm definitely leaning toward the PMDG just because I don't have any. I have the CRJ by Aerosoft for Microsoft Flight Sim, but that thing is horrible on processor, and especially flying online. It just, my processor chugs so much with that thing.
426, contact NorCal departure.
It's so hard to understand ATC, especially on VATSIM, because the audio breaks up from my processor surging. So hopefully the PMDG is a little bit more optimized maybe on the graphics side of it, because I don't know why, but Microsoft FlightSim just kills my processor, and I have a i7 9700K, which is a 8-core processor with a very fast single-core speed. So it's the only plane that happens is that CRJ. Alright, seatbelt signs are off. So our guests can use the latrine. This is pretty cool. You can do all these things with this plane. I can never get this. I can never get the tray back up though. Please place your tray tables in the upright position. There we go. God. I need a longer mouse pad or something. That's what she said. And I can never open this one either. It's my mouse. I don't know why. There we go. And you can flush. That kills me.
Walker 426, when able, proceed direct to Vinco and join Victor 107. Climb and maintain 7,000.
7 Lima Yankee says, with all the bashing MSFS is getting, I'm actually enjoying flying the Cessna 172 in MSFS. Yeah, you have that mod for it too, right? The airsoft planes in general. Yeah, well, that's the only airsoft plane I actually own. I don't own any airsoft planes, I don't think, other than that one CRJ from Microsoft FlightSim. The what is it? I know Just Flight. I own Just Flight Piper Arrow from Microsoft FlightSim, and that flight model just doesn't seem very realistic, but the plane's pretty fun and it looks good. So alright, as anticipated, we're coming out of the clouds, so that's awesome. So let's figure out our top of descent. We'll do VNAV, we'll do 1800. Top of descent, 22 miles. Shown there.
Walker 426, climb and maintain 1000.
And we'll do an approach just for the fun of it.
United 1399, descend at pilot's discretion to maintain 14,000, Telluride altimeter 3035.
Descend pilot discretion, maintain 14,000, 3035, United 1399. So that means we can descend to 14,000. We'll do that shortly, and then we'll dial in an approach. Cabin pressure is fine. Yeah, I'm going to do an approach just for shits and giggles. We'll do TCAS below, so click that, expand below, and now it will alert us to any aircraft that are climbing. And we'll set altitude for 14,000. We'll do altitude select. And then we'll get a message here in a little bit for top of descent, and then we can arm VNAV. Dad says, so the tray table works like it does in real life. Yeah, yeah, you just can't lift it up. Just when you think you have it up, it falls down, smacking you on the head. So true, so true. Airsoft makes great scenery for P3D, but their planes are something left to be desired.
Number 2 kilo, sure.
Yeah, I know you fly, oh wait, there's my top of descent. I mean, yeah, so we're gonna arm VNAV, and then whenever that starts to take us down, we'll let ATC know that we're leaving our last assigned altitude. But yeah, you fly the PMDG 747 or 737 on P3D. You're gonna have to show me how to work a 737. I think I've used the Zebo mod like when it first came out, but I just prefer Airbus systems. But the 737 looks pretty cool in the videos that I've seen. So.
Number 222 Charlie Victor, paying ground, stay departure direction. 12 Charlie Victor, do you prefer 16 left or right? Number 222 Charlie Victor, paying ground, runway 16 right, taxi via Charlie and Alpha.
Telluride, 9,000 feet. That's all he makes for a sporty landing. Approach, we'll do RMP, Zulu. Hang on, let me take out some of this power because we're going to be leaving flight level 240. I think we're at, yeah, 240. And who are we with? Denver Center. Denver Center, United 1399's leaving 240.
At 1399, roger, advise with the weather. I'll take your approach request when you have it.
Looking up weather, United 1399. Okay, so let me make sure the winds are not crazy or anything. Winds are 5, gusting to 8. A little bit of a tailwind, but that'll be fine for the approach that I want.
Bearing 552 kilo, let's go back in the seat.
2 kilo, welcome back.
So, let's do flight plan. We'll do menu, arrive, 1. And I want RNAV Zulu, so 6 from Eknoff 2 flight plan. Denver Center, United 1399. I'm current with weather. Request the RNAV Zulu runway 9 approach from Eknoff. So it'll probably give us a direct to and a crossover at a certain altitude.
Yeah, 1399, clear direct to Eknoff.
Clear direct Eknoff, United 1399. Descending 14,000, heading mode. Go Eknoff. And then we'll do direct to number 9. And then nav. So the minimums for this approach, this is what we want to put our MCP at.
Number 222 Charlie Victor, paying ground.
Minimum is 16.2.
I don't see any movement on either Charlie or Alpha. I just want to make sure you're ready to taxi.
10.6 is minimums for us, so that'll be no problem.
Roger. Get all your pushback and engine start stuff taken care of prior to requesting taxi. That way we know that you're actually moving when you call ready, okay? Unit 1399, cross Eknoff at or above 14,000, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 9 approach.
Cross Eknoff at or above 14,000, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 9 approach, United 1399. Alright, so we'll maintain 14,000, then we'll go to VNAV. As long as Eknoff has 14,000, which it doesn't, but Cones is 15, and we're definitely above 15. So what I'm going to do is switch to our baro setting right now that I need for it, which is 30, 36, because that's going to raise that pretty drastically. 30, 36, that way I don't have to worry about the VNAV profile being way off. So I'm going to decrease my descent to 800 feet per minute, and we'll take the altitude down to minimums, which is what was it, 10.6. So altitude select, and we'll arm VNAV, so it will capture the VNAV to take us down into Telluride area. We got 30, 36, passing 19, 19, so that is a match. And CTAF for Telluride is 123.0. Seatbelts back on. I'll be grabbing this glide path here in a moment. There's no icing to worry about. And I briefed the approach. Missed approach will be a right turn, U-turn, climbing back up to 15,000 and holding at the Cones VOR. So we're going to make a right turn. So just leave that right there. It'll tell us when to switch. Again, be a little bit of tailwind, so we'll turn on our landing lights, taxi lights.
Number 02 Victor Tango, Grand Junction ground.
ATIS is 18,
Airport, Grand Junction
325,
to the Grand Junction VOR, then as filed.
3033.
Except maintain 14,000. Departure with Denver 119.7, squawk 2242.
Altimeter 3033.
3033. Wind light and variable. Temperature is 4 Celsius.
Two Victor Tango, read back correct. Guy 1399, report cancellation of IFR or missed approach airborne on this frequency. We can cancel on the ground within 5 minutes of landing on 122.2. Frequency change approved.
Talk to you shortly. Frequency change approved, United 1399. Right, so we're going to switch to CTAP, which is 123.0. We're going to do our approach speeds there. Telluride traffic, United -8, straight in runway 9, 10 miles out, Telluride traffic. Roughly 10 miles. landing lights are on, landing altitude. This is going to go crazy like it usually does, around 13,000 feet. And then so I might get like a pressure alert, because this just, whenever I land here, it wants to climb the pressure because it's right on the verge of this 9,000. So I'm probably going to get a pressure alert here soon, but it's okay. We will work with it. All right, landing lights are on. We're going to do packs to minimum and props full. We got landing. The crew know to have themselves a seat. And we'll turn on the hydro and fuel boost pumps. Seat belts are on. We'll park the wipers. We're at less than 200 knots. We'll do flaps 5. And again, minimums is 10.6, so we have the field, so we don't really have to worry about minimums today.
2,500.
There goes that cabin pressure. That will fix itself. Happens every time landing into here. All right, gear traveling.
2,500.
180 flaps. Next notch of flaps. Approach speed would be 130. Autopilot off. Telluride traffic, United -8, short final, runway 9, Telluride traffic. And we'll do flaps 15. And there's a little bit of incline on this approach. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to lean on the icing speed, about 140 knot approach, just because landing at such a high altitude with an runway gradient. I know I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm not very good at that kind of multitasking. Not very good at any multitasking. Alright, runway is clear.
Terrain. 500. Ceasing rate. Terrain. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Mode. Put our packs back to normal. keep the heater going, or yeah, I guess it would be heat right now. Turn off our landing lights and strobes, put that back on red blinky. Telluride traffic, United Dash 8 exited the runway, taxiing the parking, Telluride traffic. And now we're going to go to 122.2 and we're going to simulate a phone call to Denver Center. Denver Center, United 1399, we can cancel IFR, thank you.
United 1399, receive, good day.
Good day. I didn't even answer. Alright, so we got that going, so we're gonna raise those flaps. And we're gonna close.
Grand Junction ground, November 802 Victor Tango, ready for taxi with Quebec.
Number 802 Tango Victor, correction, 802 Victor Tango. Grand Junction.
Not very good at sterile cockpit while taxiing like you're supposed to. Alright guys, we are at Telluride. Hit that. Alright, let me see what I missed. The 777, that's right. I remember you flying one of the Boeings with me out of Newark that night for FedEx run. Des says, I wouldn't want a seat beside that prop. Seen too many movies where the blade flies off and hits the side of the plane. Yeah, that's one of those, if it's your time, it's your time. Ghost pilot. So on a sad note, my buddy Mark, who works for Horizon Air, he said they'll be retiring the Qs probably by the end of the year. That is sad. This is like becoming, or has become, one of my favorite airplanes out of all the airplanes I bought for this sim. Well, you know what? You and I will keep it living on for a long time to come, I'm sure. Do you know what they're going to replace it with? Brace for impact, that says. And H Factor says, really nice landing. Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was happy with that landing. Let's do the shutdown, and then we'll do a replay of the land. Actually, we'll do a replay with the engines running. We'll reset the flaps. So that way everything looks like it's supposed to. And then we'll do the shutdown afterwards. So let me first disconnect from PilotEdge so we don't show up in the air again. That's always embarrassing. Alright, flaps are set, so we're going to go pause, replay. And we'll do two views. We'll do the outside and then the passenger view coming over that mountain. And it does help too to know the terrain. Like I knew it was an up gradient for this because this airport uses like a pretty accurate mesh. So I know to not like actually touch down there. You have to keep the power in with this plane for sure. Apparently I'm doing a wheelie all the way down. I didn't even touch the brakes till I got near the end. I was trying to let the reversers do most of the work. But yeah, that's the propeller view. Looks awesome, but that would be scary too to think about it. I was watching one of those air terror type shows the other night. Late at night, I was just bored, so I saw one of those disaster shows, and it showed where the engine had shrapnel, like the engine blew up and it had shrapnel, and 3 pieces went into 3 different places of the plane, caused a bunch of damage, and they said it was just struck a luck that a piece of shrapnel didn't actually go into the cabin area, otherwise it would have killed multiple people. So it's not just a prop, it's like anything that can be an explosion. They're gonna replace them with the E170s. The Ember 170s? Huh. That's a shame. The Qs, you know, they're so good on fuel savings. So I'm surprised to hear that. Those E-Jets, they're pretty good on fuel, but nowhere near as good as a Dash 8 is. Control lock. Transponder. Standby. Radar. Flaps. Yaw damper. Spoilers, anti-collision lights. That's off. Actually, we'll turn the seatbelts off. Turn the bleeds off, and we'll shut down these engines. Pitot, window heat. Ice protection, bus tie, turn that back. APU, don't need it. Generator will come on board here in a minute. Taxi light is off, emergency brake is set. Standby, hydraulic off, PTU off, power levers off, conditioner levers, signs, nose wheel, steering off, radar, anti-skid is over here, off. And we'll do open up some doors. And we'll connect the generator. External power. Running off DC power. Emergency lights. And then battery is last. I think everything else is off. We'll turn off those position lights. Recert off. All that is off. Passengers are fast unloaded. So we'll come over here. Turn off our displays. But yeah, man, we'll keep these things going way after they retire in the real world. I love this plane. Definitely one of the best out there. Confirm off. Confirm off. Let's turn all power off. Battery off. Get ready to disconnect the ground power unit. That's a wrap. The E-Jets have multiple class cabins, make more money. That makes sense. It's all about the bottom line, isn't it? Who cares about the av geeks such as us? That means I'll probably never get a chance to ride on one in real life. You know what? I've never actually been on an Airbus in real life, and you guys know my favorite airplane is the Flight Factor A320 out of all my airliners. And me and my better half, we're going to Atlanta in August, I think, for a concert, or a show, not a concert, a show. And I have never flown first class. So I booked 2 tickets first class on an A320. It'd be my first time ever in first class, be my first time ever on an Airbus, and my first time ever on an A320 to boot. So I'm really looking forward to that. So at least then I can say that I've actually flown in one. She was on an A320 not too long ago, my other half, and she said it was really nice. I'm used to flying on crappy CRJs. You can see this ski resort has those. At the city of Telluride. Dishing out money for J class, that's right. First class. Let's see if this waterfall's working. Looks like it is. If you load the scenery properly, sometimes the plugins work, sometimes they don't. So you can see the animated water. The test is, will we hear it? Yep, you can hear it. Just got a little bit louder. Yeah, the scenery looks awesome. I've never really explored the town. I think the guy that made this is Xcoder, C-Coder. I think he's the one that made this scenery. Pretty certain. He's also the same guy that makes Denver, and he just released a Twitter update the other day saying that he has worked on an update for the upcoming X-Plane 12 for KDEN, and he showed pictures of Denver with like standing water on the tarmac and stuff. It looks so freaking outstanding. And he says it's going to be a free update to everyone that owns his Denver. And I definitely highly recommend his Denver for X-Plane. It is one of the best sceneries I own. And he does this. Look at the mesh. I mean, it's just incredible work this guy does. If you set the time of day right, I think it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Sometimes you can get campfires, but it might be like time of year because I don't see any campfires. Let's try early in the morning. Nope. Sometimes you'll see campfires. That's right. Are you flying Delta? That's a good question. Let me see. Let me go to my email. Delta. Yep, it's Delta. You love their first class product, domestic and international. Oh, good. I'm glad you said that because it's a Delta A320 first class that I booked. Coast Pilot says Delta Biz or first, good stuff. Oh, awesome. I picked the right airline then, and luckily it's a local airline out of my hometown. people walking around. Let's check out this shop. And the amount of detail this guy puts into his sceneries is just unbelievable. I mean, you take for granted how much work that took just to do those rust areas. It's like, who does that? You'll hear the autopilot disconnect sound from the first class. Oh, really? Oh, that'd be cool. I'm definitely going to record some of the takeoff and landings. I'm not sure which flight I'll be on the window seat, because Susie likes the window seat too, so we're going to have to split it up. One of us will do the takeoff. Well, you know, it'd be 2 takeoffs and 2 landings, so we could switch seats, I guess, halfway through the flight. That way we would both get a takeoff and landing the same way. I don't know. I'll figure that one out. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It was a good stream, good flight. I didn't make any major mistakes except for that little screw up on the takeoff, but there's always something with this plane. But I'm going to get out of here. Speaking of Susie, she's going to be home in the next 5 minutes, and then my dog will go crazy, and it's just no fun then when he starts barking. All right. I'll do a random stream later this week, and otherwise, we'll be back same bat time, same bat channel next Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Y'all enjoy your week. Catch y'all soon. Turn on the ATC. There we go.
Denver approach, expect you visual approach.
Right. See you guys.
Right.
Chase out.
Visual 16 right, United 24-8.
Gas 4674, turn left heading 320.
Heavy, the field left-hand side, and 15 miles.
12, reduce speed to 250 knots, then published speeds.
Slow to 250, then published speed, Gauss 4712.
November 994 Kilo Delta, Denver approach.
Denver approach, 994 Kilo Delta is level of 15,000.
November 994 Kilo Delta, Denver approach, Denver altimeter is 3030, descend and maintain 14,000.
Denver 14,000, 4 Kilo Delta.
Southwest 480, descend via the T-bar arrival.
Descend via the T-bar arrival, Southwest 480.
Skywest 5264, contact approach on 123.85.
2385, good day, Skywest 5264.
Skywest 5041, reduce speed to 210.
210, Skywest 5041.
Skywest 4712, contact approach 120.8.
20.8, Skywest 4712.
Visual approach, descend and maintain 11,000.
Heading 170 down to 11,000, Sky 5079.
The D79 will be a 110 heading.
110 on the heading, Sky 5079.
Air transport 3386 heavy, maintain 170 knots or greater until Jewel. Over Jewel, contact number tower 133.3, traffic off your right for the parallel.